What's up to all those alone in the zone? It's the one exploring and drawing, John Eli Lopez, back once again on a mission to get you one step closer to being the king or the queen of the pencil. And today, I'll be discussing 10 tips every beginner artist should know. If you guys would like to follow along, all you would need is an image you can draw, a pencil, paper, some colored pencils, and a thin black marker. Okay, so let's get started. Tip number one is one you've probably heard many times, but it's so true. Practice makes perfect. You want to constantly practice. If you feel you're good at one skill, try another skill. Challenge yourself. That's what comes with practicing. You would hit these roadblocks and you would learn how to get over them. Even with failure, you still learn from failing. Always remember that. That even if you fail, try to learn something from it. Okay, so tip number two is even when you not drawing or you don't have your sketchbook around, draw with your eyes. And when I say draw with your eyes, I mean even if you're on the train or the bus, or you're just walking around, shopping, whatever you're doing, observe how light and shadow plays off of different surfaces, how wrinkles form on clothes when people are walking the streets. You can always pick up information to store into your mental, right? Into your mental toolbox, right? So always remember that you draw with your eyes even when you can't draw, or you don't have the opportunity to draw. You might be at work or something like that, right? Observe and then try it later. Even sometimes you see different characters, unique faces you might see. Try it when you get home later, store it in your mental and then, open it up when need be or when you have the chance. All right, tip number three. Anytime you have the opportunity, draw from real life. And that means when you get the chance, now you can get some life drawing going. Quick draw. Go out, to the park or to the waterfront. Anywhere where there's, movement, people moving around, where you can be comfortable. You take a seat, and if you don't have that opportunity, well, your next best thing will be using pictures or images that you might find, right? And that leads us into number four. Master your gifts. So whatever it is that you're talented at, and it could be painting, it could be sketching, it could be markers, color pencil, digital. You master what you're good at first, and then you branch out. Don't try to put too many things on your plate, because then you could get overwhelmed, and sometimes that can cause you to crash, and then you just end up giving up and feeling down on yourself. You beat yourself down a bit. All right, and that leads us to number five. Sketch a lot. Even if you are not actually looking at anything, it could be just doodling. If you don't have a sketchbook around, even if it's just on a piece of paper, a napkin, whatever it is that you get the opportunity, doodle a lot. You get that muscle memory going and hand and eye coordination, right? So sketch as much as you can. And that leads us to number six. There's nothing wrong with using reference material. You can't be expected to have all this information in your mind. Sometimes people might say, oh, that's cheating if you use reference. No, it's not cheating because you still have to actually transfer what you see onto paper, right? Or transfer it in a creative way. So, you can't expect to know what a Australian possum might look like, or what certain types of raccoons might, whatever it is. You can't know everything. So look at reference as your friend, but not something you are copying from, right? That is one of the main thing about being an artist, is being creative, and finding ways to take something that you see and flip it and turn it into your own style, into your own vision. So nothing wrong with using reference. All right, so number 7, don't get too hung up on looking for your style yet. You know, if it didn't come yet, just constantly keep doing what you're doing. Do what you like to do. Draw, and once you're utilizing the 6 tips I gave you before, you should be all right. Your style would eventually come. With practice and skill building, your style will come. All right, so number 8, don't worry about expensive or fancy supplies. That's why I always revert back to the basics. And if you watch my videos, that's what I always talk about, is learning the basics and becoming a king and queen of the pencil. Because once you master the pencil, that leads you to everything else, paint into the digital world, where you don't have to rely on other mediums to elevate your skills. You have that basic foundation. And once you have that basic foundation, it will transfer into all levels of your creative work, right? It's just like, sometimes, I used to play ball a lot. You'd see somebody come to the park dressed like Jordan, down to the T, and they can't ball. Or someone, get the most expensive workout equipment, yet it's, they use it to hang their coats on or clothes on. They're not utilizing it. And someone who doesn't have any workout equipment utilizes what they do have. And looks like they go to the gym, but they might be just doing push-up, pull-ups, and dips at their house. So the fancy stuff does not matter if you do not have the basic foundation of skill building. So always remember that. No need for fancy supplies. And number 9 would be draw what you like. Not feel pressure to create things you feel the masses might be looking for. After you build your skills up and you want to venture out, sure. But as you're building your skills up, do things that you like. Whatever it is, do things that you like, because creativity and creative outlets such as art are supposed to be stress relievers and things that you enjoy doing, not things you feeling pressured about or things that are going to add stress onto your life. So always remember that. You're doing it for the love of, you love doing it. So don't never forget that. And that leads us into number 10, which is a main one that every artist will go through. And that is people, friends, family coming for free work because they feel you love it. This is something you do. It's nothing for you. And it might not be. It might be something that, you really can do in your sleep, right? But it's still your time. It's still your energy. It's still your talents. Something that took you years to build your skills up and hours of your time. So tread lightly with doing free work. because that, people will get comfortable and feel they can always come to you for something free. And you might lose some friends, you might lose family once you start talking about charging them and things like that. But this is a skilled profession, and once you start elevating your skills and you looking at yourself in a professional way, you should carry yourself as a professional, right? So there's nothing wrong with charging. If you want to give somebody a discount and things like that, that's cool. But tread lightly with doing free work for people, because it could turn a habit and you spoil people, right? So I hope you guys like these 10 tips. I hope you guys enjoyed this drawing I did for you guys here. But there you have it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, chop that subscribe button, hit the like, leave a comment. Any feedback will be appreciated. So until next time, John Eli Lopez signing out. You guys be good and be safe.